Let me tell you something most guys will never realize. Not because they're not smart enough, not because they're not attractive enough, but because no one ever told them what really works when it comes to capturing a woman's attention and keeping it. Tonight, I'm going to share something that's simple, but shockingly powerful. Something that, if you say it the right way at the right time, will have her lying in bed later that night, thinking about you, wondering about you, smiling at her phone, replaying the moment over and over. And believe it or not, it's just 3 words. That's it. Just 3. But don't let the simplicity fool you. These aren't just any 3 words. Now, before I tell you what those words are, let's take a step back. Because to understand why they matter, you have to understand her world a little bit. Women aren't like us. They don't get attracted based on the same triggers. It's not about how jacked your arms are or how much money you flash. Those things might get you noticed, sure, but obsession. That happens when a woman feels something, emotionally, internally, and this is the part most men never get. You can say all the compliments in the world. You can call her beautiful, sexy, gorgeous, and don't get me wrong, those things feel nice, but they don't stick. They don't linger. What lingers is how she felt around you. What made her feel like she mattered, like she wasn't just another girl on your list, like you saw something in her that most people never see, and that's where the magic begins. Let me take you into a real conversation I had not long ago with a woman I'd just met. We were at this low-key rooftop bar, nothing fancy. Just one of those nights where the vibe is easy and everything feels possible. She was sipping her drink, I was sipping mine, and we were talking about travel, music, the kind of conversations that are light but slowly turning deeper. And at one point she says something about feeling misunderstood, about how she's always been told she's too much, too intense, too passionate, too emotional. You could tell she was used to guys backing away from that energy. And I looked at her, paused, let the moment breathe, and I said, "I get you." Those were the words, 3 simple words, but I didn't just say them to say them, I meant them, and she felt that. She looked at me like the world had stopped spinning for a second. She didn't say anything at first, she just smiled. But it was that kind of smile where you know you hit a part of her that no one usually reaches. I get you. That's it. That's the secret. Because when a woman feels seen, when she feels understood, not in a cliché, fake pickup line kind of way, but truly seen, she connects. Emotionally, she opens, and the thoughts of you don't go away after the date ends. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, that's it? That's all it takes? And yeah, it sounds easy, but the truth is, most guys never make it there. Because saying the right words without feeling the emotion behind them, that doesn't work. You've got to mean it. You've got to see her. You have to listen. When you do, those 3 words go from ordinary to unforgettable. Let me break it down. When you say, "I get you," you're not just making a statement. You're giving her emotional permission to be herself. You're telling her that she doesn't have to shrink herself down to be around you, that she can be big, intense, real, emotional, that you can handle it. You become safe, but not in a boring way, in a deeply attractive way. And look, we live in a world where people scroll all day long, swipe all night, and barely stop to really connect. So when someone comes along who pauses, who listens, who reflects back, something meaningful, she remembers that. She remembers you. You become the conversation that replays in her head while she's brushing her teeth. The text she rereads before bed. The guy she can't figure out because, unlike the others, you didn't try to impress her. You just understood her. And it's not just about saying, "I get you." Sometimes it's about how you say it. The tone, the timing, the eye contact. It might be after she tells you something personal, or when she drops her guard for a moment, or even when she's venting about her day and you simply say, "I get you, I really do." She'll pause, she'll look at you differently, because suddenly you're not a stranger. You're not just another guy. You're the one who sees her. Let me tell you what happened after I said it to that woman on the rooftop. We sat there in silence for a second. Not awkward silence, meaningful silence. She leaned in, asked me why I said that. I told her because I've felt that way too, like I was too much for people who didn't get it, and I see that same fire in you. And I'm telling you, whatever wall was left, it melted. We talked for hours. She told me things she hadn't told anyone in years. And later that night, she texted me, said she couldn't stop thinking about our conversation, that it felt different, real. Now imagine being that guy in her story, the one she tells her friends about, the one she secretly compares every other guy to. It's not about game, it's not about lines. It's about presence, awareness, emotional intelligence. Because when you connect with a woman like that, you don't have to chase. She'll want to be around you. She'll think about you when she's falling asleep. And all it takes is 3 words. Not "I love you," not "you look sexy." It's "I get you," said from a place of truth. Now here's the beautiful part. You can practice this. It's not about memorizing words. It's about learning to tune in. The next time you're talking to someone, really listen. Not just to what they're saying, but how they're saying it. Look for the meaning under the surface. And when you find it, when you feel it, say those 3 words. Not casually, not robotically. Say them when they matter. She might not react right away, or she might melt in front of you, but either way, she'll feel it. And once she does, you'll live in her head rent-free. So tonight, or tomorrow, or the next time you find yourself in one of those real conversations, just wait for the moment. And when it comes, look her in the eye and say, "I get you," and mean it. Because when you do, she won't just like you, she'll obsess over you.